Morning in 8 minutes. Ahead of that snow Heather's tracking, TDOT tells us their crews will be out pre-treating interstates and state routes all day long. So if you see these trucks out on the road, move over, give them as much space as possible to do their jobs. And this week, a cold stretch coming at a time when a couple of warming shelters can't open their doors.
Knoxville officials say Magnolia and Vestal United Methodist churches have building concerns, causing the fire marshal to get involved. Right now, the city's working to find anyone with space and volunteers to open up their doors at night to give homeless people a place to stay. Tomorrow, only the Salvation Army and Cokesbury Church in West Knoxville will be open outside of Carm. The city says more churches should open as warming shelters later this week. And recovery efforts in Kentucky still underway this morning after severe weather, rain, and floods hit over the weekend. So
far, at least 12 people are dead, thousands still without power. The governor calls it one of the worst disasters he's ever seen. Crews from Tennessee, Indiana, and Ohio are all helping out in areas that need it the most. Hundreds of state roads are shut down due to floods or mudslides, and now officials are worried about the snow on the way and how it might make it harder to clean up. This morning, more than 4,300 homes across the southeastern part of Kentucky are still without power. Meanwhile, there's still a long road to recovery, more than a week after a deadly tornado tore through Morgan County.
The Deer Lodge area getting hit hard by the storm. 2 people died, a mother and her daughter. The loss felt deeply in the Deer Lodge community. Now the Deer Lodge Volunteer Fire Department is collecting donations to help those impacted. They've got pallets of water and food, but right now, a big thing they could use are plastic bins. A lot of homeowners are asking for them as they try to collect and salvage what's left of their homes. And some sad news this morning out of Morgan County. Morgan County Sheriff Wayne Potter has lost his courageous battle with cancer. The Sheriff's Department says he died early this morning, surrounded by his loving family. Potter announced last summer that he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, which spread to his liver. He was a husband, a father, and a brother. Potter spent nearly 30 years in law enforcement. Well, a new relief organization is helping to make big changes in parts of East Tennessee.
The Cocke County Long-Term Recovery Group is trying to do more than just rebuild. They want to create an environment of recovery in Cocke County. This program isn't the only thing helping with the immediate effects of Helene. It's about being ready for anything. They still need help. The group is looking for partners and volunteers. They're hosting an information meeting next Wednesday. It's at the First Baptist Church in Newport. Well, you might see some changes the next time you go to the grocery store.
You've probably already seen it. Some stores rationing eggs due to the shortage, causing the price of eggs to skyrocket. Publix and Trader Joe's limiting those egg purchases to a dozen per customer per day. Walmart limiting customers to 2 60-count cartons per purchase, but does not have a limit on smaller quantities. Kroger and Aldi have a 2 dozen carton per trip limit. Whole Foods and Costco have a 3 dozen carton per person limit. Sam's Club limiting you to 2 cartons of eggs. The U.S. Department of Agriculture says egg prices are expected to increase more than 20% this year. And happening today, city leaders could approve more money for the Gay Street Bridge repair project. On the Knoxville City Council agenda tonight is a resolution to add another $100,000.
It would allow crews to do another survey using LIDAR, which uses lasers to measure distance. You'll remember last week, Knoxville Mayor India Kincannon announced the iconic bridge will never reopen to car traffic again. Eventually, it will open as a pedestrian bridge, though. The bridge closed last year after a failed inspection.
And starting today, Knox County hosting a pet food drive to support the Knox Paws and Feed a Pet programs.
The programs pair up seniors with pets, which can help significantly with loneliness. The food drive starts today, running for a week. The mayor says any help you can provide will go a long way. For dogs, they need 8-pound bags of Purina One Small Bites and 4-pound bags of Pedigree Small Bites and Beneful Small Bites. For cats, they're looking for 3.5-pound bags of Purina Cat Chow, Meow Mix, Friskies. Canned versions of these foods will be accepted as well.
It is 6:54. A lot of people going back to work and school this morning. Let's check in on traffic with Olivia.
Yeah, guys, good news is the road's still looking pretty good out there. Here's a live look. I-40 at Paper Mill Drive. Camera's freezing up. Good news, though. East and westbound lanes are moving along as they should be. I-75 at Merchant Drive. Those southbound lanes starting to see a little bit of congestion. Not looking too bad right now, but you are starting to hit the brakes. I-640 at Western Avenue. You can see several cars in the westbound lanes. Here's a quick look at the Knoxville area traffic. Really big issue. I-75 south, as I just mentioned.
5 minutes to 7 and starting off the day quiet, layers of clouds, gorgeous view right now over downtown Knoxville. Actually a great vantage point here of some of the wispier clouds, just kind of catching that glow on the horizon of sunrise, some lower clouds. We're going to see some variation and closing up that cloud cover at times today, but nothing major with the cloud cover yet. Tonight is when they'll start producing more snow. Right now, just producing some flurries and varying lows. 30 La Follette to 27 Knoxville, 23 Sevierville to 30 Harlan, 24 Crossville. So that's where that cloud cover has been flowing in. A little more scattered southern half of our area. A few flurries flying out of those clouds at the Tennessee-Kentucky line. Right on track to that first alert forecast. We stay below average today and with that chilly breeze. That's 18 for a wind chill at 8, 30 at 11, feeling like upper 30s throughout your afternoon at times. Warm jacket a must all day, and then we add in the snow gear by tomorrow morning. You don't have to go anywhere. I definitely recommend it because that snowfall is going to vary tonight through tomorrow morning. So what you see out your door could be very different than what's down the road. And of course, those roads vary from back roads to your driveway, accumulating snow, a big impact there, but still some ice patches possible Thursday morning. That extended freeze means that snow sticks around until Friday afternoon. We start to warm up, get a little better this weekend, but I do have the latest timing and totals, of course, coming up on the CW at 7.
All right, Heather, thank you. Make sure you have that WVLT First Alert weather app downloaded on your phone before we get to tomorrow. That'll do it for us here on WVLT. Headed over to the CW. Have a good one.